who caused a disturbance, got put in court for contempt. Now, this dude sat in court and heard CHUD get $1 million bond and still thought it was a joke. So Jake Lang is currently sitting behind bars, sitting in jail for threatening to murder Carmelo Anthony if the courts don't find him guilty. So he's in jail right now on threats, on terroristic threats. Now, Jake Lang was able to do something that even CHUD wasn't able to do. Something that's pretty impressive, I gotta say. This is probably the last compliment I'll ever give this dude, but he was able to pull off something that even CHUD couldn't pull off. If you've been watching my videos, I think you know where I'm about to get to. But CHUD and his representatives and his spokespeople have been reaching out to any black influencers they can think of and asking for an endorsement to support CHUD. Asking for anybody in the black community to support CHUD. They asked Brandon Tatum. He don't want nothing to do with CHUD. They asked the Hodge twins. The Hodge twins don't want nothing to do with CHUD. The usual suspects are saying, even that's a level of selling out I'm not willing to go. But to my surprise, Jake Lang, after about 2 days in jail, was able to do something that CHUD wasn't able to do. He was able to secure a black endorsement, making it the first black endorsement any one of these dweebs have been able to get. Now, he picked the wrong black guy, bruh. Because the black community isn't looking at this endorsement and thinking, man, Jake Lang is kind of cool.
So there's a white man who's currently being persecuted and is getting put down to the absolute max simply for having an opinion. Keep in mind, Jake Lang only said words, yet his bail is set to $1 million.
We got to start requiring literacy tests before we can argue with these people, bruh.
Right.
There has to be at least some type of standard here, man. So criteria for us to go back and forth, bruh.
This is crazy.
What's the opinion here?
Right. Coming
Jake
from
Lang
you,
got arrested
brother.
for saying
Please.
he was going to murder Carmelo Anthony
insane.
if he's not found guilty by a court of law. Where's the opinion, sir? As the only thing I heard, man, is a promise, is a threat and a promise. And he got arrested for terroristic threats. Where's the injustice? I don't understand, bro. Now threatening to murder somebody now falls under free speech. You can't make this up, bro. These people are absurd. What's next? Shooting a black man outside of a courthouse falls under free speech as well? Oh, wait. Y'all already beat us there.
Meanwhile, Carmelo Anthony murdered a child, stabbed a child in the heart, and his bail was set to $250,000. Like, 4 times more for Jake Lang for saying words. That is ridiculous. Keep in mind, the people who are at Carmelo Anthony's sentencing, they assaulted me just for holding a sign that said White Lives Matter. None of them were arrested. They made death threats. They said they were going to murder me and kill me and murder my family. None of them were arrested. Jake Lang was arrested before his feet even touched the Texas soil. As soon as he landed on the airport, before he could even get outside the airport, the police came and arrested him because he said words weeks or months ago. It's ridiculous, guys. You have to go and donate to Jake Lang today. His bail will be reduced, but let's get that money up so he can see the light of day. We want to make a statement to let people know that, yes, white lives do matter. You cannot lock up a white man and make it unaffordable for him to bail out and to seek counsel just because he's a white man and has an opinion. The difference in treatment is still...
I think personally, me personally, I think the world has gone absolutely mad. I think this shit has gotten absolutely absurd. But that's just my opinion.
Keep in mind, this is what they're feeding him every single day. They're starving Jake Lang in solitary confinement. All he has is 5 to 10 ounces of peanut butter every day to eat. He literally called us on the phone saying that he was starving. While Carmelo Anthony raised $600,000 and was playing Xbox at his home. A white man has an opinion and he's starving in solitary confinement. Didn't harm anyone, just said some words. That's the difference in treatment and why we'll always say white lives matter, and I'll always hold that sign.
I'm starting to recognize a trend here, man. Is it just me, or do y'all recognize the same trend too? That these type of black guys always have the same haircut. It's always...
And they never have problems. They never been in any type of problematic situation where racism was at its most high. They they never had an experience to where it'll make them say, "Oh, hold up, this ain't the life that I wanna." Like it's always the same thing, man. But everybody want to talk about what matter, bitch. You ain't even your ass ain't even even went through no fucking hardships with no other race to be talking about what life matter. Please, man. That shit's so absurd, man.
It's the same. It's the haircut with no lineup, bro. It's like the scissors cut the with no lineup, bro. It's the same. Once I seen the haircut, I knew he was up to no good. I was very suspicious. It was suspect. They have the
It's
same
suspect.
haircut. You think I'm lying? I couldn't even tell you if it's a different black guy who Jake Lang manipulated and convinced to partake in this activity here.
We're gonna disprove it right here. There's a fentanyl overdose.
Okay, so look, this is almost all my weight. Philip, can you breathe?
I can breathe.
You can breathe?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna bounce all my weight on you. Can you still breathe?
Yes, I can still breathe.
Okay, that is a fallacy. George Floyd died over fentanyl overdose.
Look at that. Look at that video. Watch that video back again. And can you tell me you can tell the difference between that guy and the last guy you just saw? Because I can't. It's the same haircut. It's the same voice patterns. It's literally the
Very
same hairline.
strange, right?
It's the same. These people are being made in laboratories. These are
I knew that's what he was getting.
man-made laboratory tokens who are.
I knew that's what he was getting. Oh shit.
Being conceived to be professional tokens on behalf of white supremacists. Yo, white supremacists are running out of black tokens that they can use. Because I feel like even dudes like Officer Tatum and the Hodge twins, yo, they're recognizing, yo, these white supremacists don't rock with us, man.
Yeah,
because when they became sellouts, right? When they were like the token black creators online, white supremacy wasn't in the state it's currently in, right? Like white supremacy was still being hidden, right, by niceness. Like they were still kind of like,
now
no, y'all are the good ones. They're the bad ones. We like
Trump
black guys
him,
like you. We don't like those
Trump got
other
him
black guys.
showing out,
and
boy.
they felt good about themselves. Now the states of white supremacy, nah, they outside, yo. They say, hey, yo, we don't want to live in harmony no more, man. We want an all-white country.
Yeah.
So now, now because that's the rhetoric, the tokens are starting to wake up, and they can't make enough tokens, right, for all white supremacists. So now they're making these tokens in a laboratory. That's my theory, people. Because ain't no way on earth somebody with a black mama and a black daddy and a black family is volunteering, right, to be kneeled on by Jake Lang. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe it. That is a laboratory-made token right there, bruh. Now, it gets worse, okay? So, Jake Lang finds this token, but again, bruh, yo, using like one of those tokens, like, what is that gonna do, bruh? It's not gonna convince black folks that Jake Lang, right?
Why he keep calling it a token? Why he keep calling it tokens? He funny as hell.
Is being unfairly persecuted, right? Like, it's not gonna convince a large majority of black people to start writing letters endorsing Jake Lang and hopefully make enough noise for the court to release him. It's not gonna work, right? So even though he got a token, which again, very impressive, you know, you found a black man, right, who was desperate enough, who was shameless enough to endorse you, cool, but it's still not working, all right? Because Jake Lang is still calling home from prison, crying about how he's starving, how he can't get a hot meal in jail.
To be honest, Jake, I'm really happy to hear from you. How's it going in jail? Let's start there.
I mean, jail is jail. It's the worst torture that I've ever endured here. A piss-drenched cell, feces in the floor. I have no underwear, no socks. I got one shirt, one pant per week. It's no commissary. Today, all I've eaten is peanut butter. That's all they're feeding me on a kosher diet. It's so draconian. It's so ruthless and so unhuman. I've never experienced anything like it, but, you know, in my weakness, God's strength is made perfect, brother.
Yeah, I don't trust the FDA. I mean, we're Christian, but we still just eat kosher because we don't trust the chemicals they're putting in our food. And in prison, that's really rough.
Yeah, they try to pump you with chemicals and make you docile in here. So I mean, I always eat kosher when I'm in prison.
Chill, man. Yo, chill. Yo, bro, Jay, you make me feel too good, man. You gotta chill, bruh. Yo, he said when he got to jail in the last video we did, the black guards, whooped him out of his socks, man.
Right.
All right, whooped him out of his
Socks,
socks.
right.
And he said, that was unjust. Now he's back saying the black guards got him eating peanut butter off the floor, man.
Come on, man.
Man, Jake, you gotta stop making me feel good, man.
Yeah,
Man, you doing something to me, man. What
yeah. You doing something to me.
The black. Nah, man, those brothers is laying down the law, man. As far as I'm concerned. Man, those brothers is going by the book, man. You gotta eat what you gotta eat, bro. You can't come in here claiming to be Christian while also claiming you want a kosher diet. That don't mix. But Jake Lang is actually Jewish. He grew up in a Jewish household. His parents are Jewish. His sister is Jewish. But he lied about being Jewish because his audience are hateful bigots and he understands they'll turn on him if he comes out as a Jewish man. So he lies and he LARPs as a Christian man, even though he grew up his entire life as a Jewish man.
Docile, feminine, everything's pumped with estrogen. Yeah.
Yeah, soy, estrogen, garbage, goy slop.
That's right. That's right, man. So, brother, what can I do for you? How can I help you?
The bond of Carmelo, thank you for saying that. I need help. I need my brothers to come around me right now. 4 times the bond of Carmelo Anthony, who admitted to the police on scene, it's not alleged, I did it. He gets $250,000 bond. Jake Lang stands outside the courthouse of the murderer and says, we need capital punishment, $1 million bond for free speech.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
It's like,
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing with these people. You can't find no other person to mention out of your mouth but an indigenous man. You can't find no other person to mention out of your mouth. Not your cousin who killed your other cousin last week. Not your not your uncle who raped your auntie. Excuse me. I might have to bleep that out for YouTube. Not 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 your not your other uncle touching your little cousin. You can't mention any of that, but you choose to mention. It's hard for me to understand, man. I tell you, man. I guess just cause, man, I didn't come from those times, man, and I'll be damned if I have a motherfucker raise me in those times. Um, like I did something or they did something to me. Nah, to me that's just I don't see fit, man. I just don't see fit. I really don't. It's hard for me. It's just hard for me to get and understand that analogy, bro. But I guess it's just me.
it's like, Chuck, there's a guy in here in the cell block who has the same charge as me. Third degree felony, terroristic threat. He's actually the cell next door to me. He has a rap sheet as long as my arm. He has $10,000 bond. I have no criminal record ever. $1 million bond. My bond has been set 100 times the average for this charge, bro. 100 times.
Is it because the judge was a black female? Do you think that's why it's racial bias?
Bro, she was a woke, activist, black female Democrat judge from Dallas who set my bond, but then they moved me over here to Collin County, which is a deep red Republican area. So I just paid my lawyer the last $5,000 I had in my account to do an habeas corpus motion for me, and I'll be in front of a new judge within the next week or two at tops, and they'll be setting a new bond for me because obviously the Sixth Amendment has a.
I bet you. Guess what though? Guess what he won't do no more. I bet his ass won't show up at another court hearing for another person who think he his buddy, all because he feel the way he do, and open his mouth again. I bet you he won't do that no more. You're an example. You don't want to admit it to yourself. You've been made an example like you thought you was gonna show up at the courtroom and make your example. So now that you've been made an example, now you feel a type way. Yeah, but what about the indigenous people who get gunned down and who get treated like shit and who get spat upon and dissed upon because they look like this or they seem like this, but a motherfucker don't even want to sit and sit for 2 hours and listen to nothing they gotta say. So you've been made an example. That's what this shit about, you dumbass motherfucker. You stupid bitch. That's what this shit about. Please, man. We don't give a fuck about it. We don't give a fuck to hear nothing about it. Please, we don't give a fuck about your story. You've been made one. Thank you.
Protection guaranteed a right from excessive bond, and this is probably the most egregious case of excessive bond in American history. So, we've unearthed and routed out, obviously this lawfare being so pitted against us, but, the cost is I'm suffering right now bad, and I need my brothers to come around me.
The gig is up, bro. People have called it. You're not about to hit the same lick you hit the first time. The first time, January 6th, when he was arrested for the insurrection, he raised like $1.something million, almost $2 million, paid like $100,000 for a lawyer, went to jail for about 4 years before being pardoned, and now he came back out to a lot of money. He's trying to do it again. This time it's not happening. He raised about $8,000 this week. Bro, that hasn't even made a scratch on $1 million bond. I think people have woken up. People is very aware that this is his new grift, his new scam, because he don't have a job, he don't have a business, he don't have a means to an income, right? He's rolling around town with $5,000 to his name, according to him, causing all this trouble.
And like the same shit I say every time. At the end of the day, they be what? Broke as hell with nothing to do. Broke as hell with nothing to do. You ain't got shit to do and you broke as hell. That's the craziest part of me. That's why I could never understand this shit. Motherfucker be broke as hell with nothing to do. I don't be getting shit, bro.
Now, his cover art is him listing Carmelo Anthony's bond and then his bond. Bro, do you understand? Like, you was just in jail for 4 years before being pardoned. You have an extensive criminal history of harassment. You was going around harassing black folks, causing a disturbance, causing a mob, and you can't seem to understand why the ex-felon who's been causing a disturbance all across America got a higher bond than a 17-year-old with no criminal history whatsoever. Cut it out, man. Things have been really slow for CHUD, but we got an update, okay? So in our last video, CHUD was crying from behind bars, crying, talking about they violating his rights. He want to come home. This is not okay. And one of the rights he claimed they were violating was, they didn't give him access to a physical Bible. But the jailhouse says, no, we gave him access to a tablet that has a Bible on it. So we don't know why he's haggling us for a physical Bible. We are not giving it to him. We gave him a tablet. There is limited resources of a physical Bible, and other people have those physical Bibles. CHUD just ain't one of them. So these people have took it into their own hands. This is where I tell you they think they're above the law. CHUD's racist PR person pulls up to the jailhouse with a physical Bible, demanding they take the physical Bible that he has in his hands and give it to CHUD. Can you imagine if that's how jail works? Can you imagine if I can just pull up to the jail with some fresh pair of socks for my brother and say, hey, give my brother these socks. Hey, give my brother this Xbox. Hey, give my brother this brand new Gucci belt. What you doing? Hey, give my brother these new pair of sneakers, man. What? Can you imagine if that's how jail works? If we could just pull up at any time demanding they give
silly, man.
whatever we want them to give to the actual person.
These people be silly, man.
Yo, when you witness the caucasity in real time, you won't believe your eyes. These people feel like they are above the law. Pulling up and demanding they give Chud a physical item from off your persons. This is one of those things where you gotta say, bro, I applaud white folks, man. Yo, y'all know how to ride, bro, for your own, man. This is nuts.
How you doing, officer?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
How you doing? I have a soft cover Bible, a new one I just purchased for Dalton Netherly.
Okay.
He's been denied a physical copy since he's been in, and since he was transferred.
If he has access to the Bible, we won't be able to take one in for him.
What's that?
I said he has access to the Bible, we won't be able to take one in for him.
So, the law is that he has to have access to a physical copy, not on a tablet.
He has access to the Bible.
A physical copy?
We'll be able to take it.
Is it a physical copy?
Currently, right now, he has one on the tablet.
Can you get him a physical copy?
He has access.
My thing is, yo, please tell me, what is the difference? Are we really sitting here arguing about a physical and a digital copy of a fucking Bible? Brother. And this is what I'm saying. It's these type people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we're talking about a fucking copy of a Bible. Are we serious? When you got motherfuckers in there trying to figure out how they gonna get anything from anybody, cause they ain't got nobody. Literally. Man, come on, man. Stop this shit.
It is religious stuff.
So this has
Shit
already
really
been
be kind of, it should be
an issue
disappointing.
that's
For
No,
real,
sir,
for real.
we can't take anything from him. He has access to his Bible. Thank you.
so
Yeah, please turn your back. Yeah,
sir,
get his ass the
it
fuck
has
up
to
out
be
of
a
there.
physical
He
Bible.
talking about nothing.
What was his name? Litchfield? All right, so the sheriff says he has a tablet, even though they've been sued for it before. So we're going to get some accountability, talk to a chaplain, and return Monday with a chaplain to get him a Bible, a physical copy that isn't linked to a tablet. So it was Sergeant Litchfield, I think.
This is a 40-year-old man who's a Chud the Builder
Right.
groupie.
Like what?
Can you think of a sadder life? This man already runs a Chud the Builder fan account. He then traveled over like 2,000 miles to go to Clarksville to then, I guess, harass the jail staff on behalf of Chud. Y'all gotta stop it.
Y'all
D-riding
gotta
should be a
stop
crime
this.
at this
Yeah,
point. Y'all taking this D-riding too far, bruh. But
too
nothing is
far.
gonna change. Y'all are not gonna
Too
get your
far.
way.
Y'all taking
Now,
it too far.
listen,
bro.
I have no
Like,
problem with Chud being
I just
denied
ain't understand
anything.
it for real. Shit
Listen,
kind of hard.
anything
for
that
me to
helps him,
understand.
take it away. I don't care what it is, bruh. Chud don't serve the same God that we serve, right? Chud don't serve the same God
like saying
that your
that
grandmama, who been at church
He
since
like
the age of
saying
9
that
years old
shit.
and ain't never missed a Sunday. Chud don't serve the same God as her, man. Yo, you think like your pastor, your deacon, is praying and preaching to the same God that CHUD is serving? Absolutely not. All right. So I don't yo, waste your time. I don't feel bad now one bit, bro. Right. As far as I'm concerned, this Christian angle is just another way to grift. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly Lord the High.
Oh man, y'all just not seeming to learn for real. Y'all just not seeming to learn for real, for real. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this shit is just kind of it's getting too far and it's like out of hand. And the crazy part is like y'all want this shit to be uh 200 years ago so bad, and it's just not gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. But y'all want it to happen so bad, but it's just not gonna happen. That's the crazy part about it. This shit is just not going to happen the way you think it is. And it mesmerizes me to where it's like, what in your beady ass brain do you really fucking think that it is, you fucking imbecile? Like for real, man. Like that shit, it's kind of blowing me. That shit kind of blowing me, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.